If you're even considering moving to the ATL, well, there's some things you need to know. That's what we're talking about today, starting right now. My name is Teresa Fudge, and I'm a running realtor with Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners. Welcome to my channel. I make new videos each week because I want to teach you everything you need to know about living here and around the ATL. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing. We're going to talk about food, neighborhoods, events, employment, housing, everything you need to know. If there's anything specific I can help you with, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I get so many calls each week, and I just love hearing from you. Atlanta has been labeled the capital of the New South, and there's so many reasons for that. This area offers so much diversity. There's world-renowned restaurants, art, culture, lots of employment opportunities. The cost of living here is great, and not to mention the weather. But there are some pros and cons to moving here. One of the biggest pros to living here in the Atlanta area is the job opportunities. Atlanta has had a booming economy for a long time. And the reason for that is we are home to several of the big Fortune 500 companies. Atlanta is the home of Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Delta Airlines, UPS, and so many more. There's just a lot going on here, and it's a great hub to move to. Another pro to living here in the Atlanta area are the charming in-town neighborhoods. You've got Inman Park, Grant Park, Virginia Highlands, the Old Fourth Ward. There's just so much to choose from, just depending on what you want. Do you want to be able to walk around and go from restaurants to your home, to your employment? There's a lot going on here in the Atlanta. Another good reason to move to the Atlanta area is the weather. We have much milder winters than so many other locations here in the country. While we do have days that the highs get into the 50s and 60s, we have nights that the lows do get down to the 20s and 30s. Our winters are actually shorter overall as well. Another good reason to choose the Atlanta metro area is the reasonable cost of living. It is actually just below the national average. In this area, home buyers really get a lot of house for their money. And the average rent is lower than other metropolitan areas. You will probably have to factor in the cost of owning a car because there are not that many options for public transit. Another big perk to this area is the Beltline. It's going to run through 45 in-town communities. It'll include 33 miles of trails that you can bike, walk, or run on. Many in-town residents will actually use this for their commute. The development of the Beltline is still ongoing and will be through the year 2030. And if you didn't know, Atlanta is dubbed Run City because there's so many runners here and so many places to run. Just another perk. Another good reason to move to the Atlanta area is there is so much to do and see. We've got parks, we've got festivals, we've got lots of restaurants, we've got lots of sports. Atlanta is home to the Atlanta Falcons football team and the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball team. Not to mention all the music venues, the art galleries, and so much more. So now let's talk about why you wouldn't want to move to the Atlanta area. One of those reasons is that the city's not entirely walkable. Atlanta is definitely a driving city, and owning a car is almost a must. There's just not that many options in the public transit. There are some neighborhoods where you can walk to your job or to restaurants, but if you're really looking for a pedestrian-friendly city, Atlanta might not be the place for you. Another reason you might consider not moving to Atlanta area is that minimal public transportation. We do have MARTA, but it just doesn't reach all the metro areas. The MARTA train stations are pretty spread out, so you'll have to either walk or drive to those, and that just adds to that commute. Another con about moving to the Atlanta area is the urban sprawl. Atlanta takes up over 8,000 square miles. When you look at it, the Atlanta metro area actually extends 50 miles in every direction. It's actually a land area similar to the size of the state of Massachusetts. The Atlanta metro area is made up of over 14 counties and over 50 municipalities, and it's still growing. That leads us to the next problem about the Atlanta area: traffic. Driving in Atlanta is not for the faint of heart. You really have to have some patience. It really doesn't matter what time of day or where you're going to have some traffic. The Atlanta traffic has been actually dubbed some of the worst in the entire country. Our morning rush hour begins around 4 a.m. and lasts about 6 hours. And right about the time morning rush hour ends, it seems that the evening rush hour begins. It starts around 3:30. Driving around Atlanta takes patience. So just put on your tunes, put on a podcast, and chill out. While Atlanta may have those mild winters, we can have some brutally hot summers. And the humidity here averages at least 70% all during the summer. And those temperatures are anywhere between the 80s into the hundreds. July and August can really be brutal months because of that. Back to weather, it doesn't snow much here in the Atlanta area, but when it does, we are on gridlock. We have hills and a lot of neighborhoods are hilly, and when those roads are slick, folks just can't get out and go to work. But they can get out and go to Waffle House. So these are just a few of the pros and cons about living in the Atlanta area. I hope it doesn't scare you. It is a great place to live for a lot of reasons, but we've got our problems. But I think we overcome it with our Southern hospitality. So much to do and see. Our food is great. The people here are great. The opportunities here are great. If I can answer any questions or tell you anything you need to know about living or moving here to the Atlanta area, just give me a call. Send me a text or shoot me an email. You know where to find me. All my contact information is always right in the description of the video. I sure hope you found this video helpful. If so, give it that thumbs up. If you got any comments, some feedback for me, something you might want to know, just leave it there in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing my videos with your friends and family. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.